Hey guys, how's it going? Jack here with another awesome top 10. Before anything, I just want to say sorry to you guys for not uploading. I had some real life problems and didn't have the time to make videos, but I'm back now, so yeah. Also check out my official website, weloveanimesensei.com. Link will be in the description below. Today's topic is top 10 anime that aired in 2020. Before we start, make sure to subscribe with the bell turned on to be notified for upcoming videos. Just a heads up, this list isn't in any particular order. And with that said, let's start the video. Starting off at number 10, Plunderer Osha is a world governed by count, numbers engraved on a person's body representing any number related to their life. These counts determine a person's social status and power in Osha. If a count reaches 0, the person is sent to the abyss, a place rumored to be worse than death. Hina, a traveler whose count is based on the distance she traveled, witnessed her mother get dragged down into the abyss. Determined to fulfill her mother's last wishes, she sets off on a journey in search of the legendary Aces, heroes of the war that happened 300 years ago. Bearing of a white star next to their count, I had to cut the rest of the synopsis out because I think it's too much of a spoiler, and the anime is too good to spoil the first few episodes. And then, at number 9, Yoko Suri. Hidden in plain sight, spirits known as yokai inhabit the world. While most are benign, a certain subset threatens the tenuous peace between yokai and humanity. Ever since she agreed to become their god of wisdom, ᴠᴅᴘɪᴄ served as her mediator between the two realms, resolving any supernatural problems that come her way. At a local hospital, Kotoko approaches Kuro Sakuragawa, a university student whose long-term relationship ended with an unfortunate breakup. Kotoko harbors feelings for him and suspects that something supernatural lurks within the harmless appearance. So she asks Kuro for assistance in helping out yokai. 2 years later, news of an idol who had accidentally crushed to death by steel beams flooded the press. However, months later, sightings begin to tell of a faceless woman who wields a steel beam. As is the case of any supernatural problem, Kotoko and her partner set out to stop this spirit from wreaking havoc. I really don't have much to say about this anime. It's good and you should watch it if you don't have anything else to watch. At number 8, we have The Eighth Son. Are you kidding me? The story follows Ichinomai Shingo, a 25-year-old man who wakes up in an unknown room and realizes he's in the body of a 6-year-old boy. Learning from the memories of the boy, he's now the 8th son in a poor noble family. Having no administrative skills, he can't do anything to manage the vast land his family has. Luckily, he is blessed with a very rare talent, the talent of magic. Unfortunately, while his talent could bring prosperity to their family, in his situation it can only bring disaster. This is the story of the boy Wendelin von Benno Baumeister, opening his own path in a harsh world. Kinda different from your regular isekai, but it still has the basics of a good isekai anime. Don't get me wrong, I think it's different in a good way. We couldn't ignore it, so here's number 7. Tower of God. There's a tower that summons chosen people called regulars, with the promise of granting their deepest desires, whether it be wealth, fame, authority, or something that surpasses them all. Everything awaits those who reach the top. 25th Bam is a boy who had only known a dark cave, a dirty cloth, and an unreachable light his entire life. So when a girl named Rachel came to him through the light, his entire world changed. Becoming close friends with Rachel, he learned various things about the outside world from her. But when Rachel says she must leave him to climb the tower, his world shatters around him. Vowing to follow after her no matter what it takes, he sets his eye on the tower, and a miracle occurs. Thus begins the journey of Bam, a young boy who has not been chosen by the tower but opened its gates by himself. They call his kind irregulars, being that have shaken the very foundation of the tower each time they set foot inside it. You probably have already known this one, but we just had to include it. Then at number 6 we have My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. This is one of the very few anime that has a girl lead in it, so I would highly recommend this anime. Most people would prefer being the protagonist of a world full of adventure, be it in a game or in another world, but unfortunately, a certain girl is not so lucky. Regaining the memories of her past life, if she realizes that she was reborn in the world of Fortune Lover, one of the games she used to play. Unfortunately, the character she was reincarnated to, Katarina Clays, is the game's main antagonist, who faced utter doom in every ending. Using her extensive knowledge of the game, she takes it upon herself to escape from the chains of this accursed destiny. Not only does this anime have a female lead, but the main character is also a villain. Like I said before, I highly recommend this anime to watch if you're bored of your standard old isekai. So, at number 5, we got Darwin's Game. High school student Kaname Sudo receives an invitation from a classmate to play Darwin's Game, a mobile game he has never heard of. However, as soon as he opens the application, a green snake suddenly pops out from his phone screen and bites his neck, leaving him unconscious. Waking up in the infirmary without any signs of a snake bite, he is told by the school to take the rest of the day off. Although he is puzzled by what has happened, he dismisses the surreal experience as a hallucination and boards the train home. Unfortunately, his curiosity gets the better of him. He uses the application once again. As the application appears to be just like any other battle game, Kaname breathes out a sigh of relief and decides to start his first match. However, the pleasant surprise is short-lived as his in-game opponent unexpectedly appears right in front of him and attempts to hunt him down with a knife. As he desperately runs for his life, Kaname matches the pieces together and realizes that Darwin's Game is not an ordinary one, but rather it's a brutal fight for survival. I actually got recommended this anime myself. It was a good anime, not too special, but that doesn't make it bad either. At number 4, we have ᴠᴏᴘɪᴄ. A realm separated from law and ethic is a testing ground to the magic users who dominate it, as a race occupying the highest rungs of their society. The magic users think of the denizens of whole as no more than insects, murdered, mutilated, and made experiments without a second thought. Set in a gritty world of hellish design, ᴠᴏᴘɪᴄ manages a healthy blend of comedy and lightheartedness, with death and carnage, taking plenty of twists and turns while following the lives of the whole residents. It weaves a unique world of unearthly origin and daring appearance, not for squeamish or easily disturbed. I really don't want to talk about it. Watch it if you're into horror and that kind of stuff. Number 3, ᴛᴏᴘɪᴄ. Suuchi Kagaya is what one would consider an average high school student, but sometimes he turns into a monster. He doesn't know how or why he got his abilities, only that he would prefer that nobody knows about them. One night, he finds the building ablaze with a girl trapped inside. Deciding to save her, he transforms and carries her to safety, but accidentally drops his phone. The next day, the girl saved, Claire Aoki, finds him and confronts him about his monstrous identity. She even goes so far to push him off the school roof to prove her theory about Suuchi. After Suuchi denies her allegations, desperate to save himself, he transforms. And Claire snaps in a picture in order to blackmail him into telling her everything he knows about monsters, which ironically is not much. As it turns out, Claire has a secret of her own. She has been searching for her sister, who has also become a monster. She enlists Suuchi's help to track her down, but they aren't the only ones searching for answers. So, at number 2 we got Beforee. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defenses. Another anime with a female lead. After an enthusiastic invitation from her friend, Kaide Honjo reluctantly agrees to try a New World Online, a very popular VR MMO, played by thousands of people across Japan. Naming her in-game character Maple, she sets out on her journey as a complete novice to such games. She allocates all of her stat points into vitality. Desiring not to get hurt, with not a single point in any other stat, Maple has an extraordinarily high defense, but she can't move quickly or hit hard. This doesn't end badly for her, however, due to her high defense. Maple acquires overpowered skills such as total defense, poison immunity, and devour. These skills, along with her incredibly powerful items she obtains, allow her to obliterate most enemies in a single hit, after only playing this game for a few days. The weird part of this anime is that the MC doesn't get stuck in the game, making it not an isekai anime. And last but not least, we have Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun. Another female lead. The anime community means equality. All jokes aside, here's the synopsis. The famous 7 wonders that every school seems to have are a staple of Japanese urban legends. One of the most well-known of these tales is Hanako-san, the ghost of young girl who haunts the school's bathroom. Kamome Academy has its own version of Hanako-san's legend. Rumors claim that if one successfully manages to summon Hanako-san, she will grant her summoner any wish. Lured by the gossip, many people have tried to call upon her, yet every attempt has failed. However, when Nine Hayashiro, a girl hoping for a romantic fortune, dares to summon Hanako-san, she discovers that a rumored girl is actually a boy. After a series of unfortunate events involving Nine's romantic desires, she's unwillingly entangled in the world of the supernatural, becoming Hanako-kun's assistant. Soon, she finds out about Hanako-kun's lesser-known duty, maintaining the fragile balance between mortals and apparitions. Well guys, that wraps up the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one. Peace.